Okay, y'all. Now, I know I'm about to tell my age right now when I tell y'all. Do y'all remember Total Recall and Terminator and even iRobot? All that stuff is like 20 years old at least, right? Remember how futuristic we thought that was with AI and how they were interacting with people? And we were calling that science fiction. Well, fast forward now, literally all that stuff has come to fruition. We're seeing robots that can interact with us. We have AI technology everywhere on our phones, on our computers. We have AI taking over some jobs. You even see AI creating resumes for us. You can even have an AI best friend at this point. AI is literally everywhere.
It's just a theory, right?
We are on the eve of the largest robotic distribution in history.
You said recently tens of billions of robots, but that's decades away.
At least 1 decade away. But even 5,000 robots, that's the size of a Roman legion.
My name is Legion.
Which is like a little scary thought.
There will be 1 robot to every 5 humans.
I could tell you now, nobody will remember that Tesla ever made a car. They will only remember the Optimus, and it is going to be the most transformative technology product ever.
Our robot has a real brain. It's got the real world AI.
What is AGI?
Artificial general intelligence, meaning it acts like an individual.
Robots might naturally evolve.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Legion.
And then there's artificial general superintelligence. So then it acts like something far smarter than any human being that's ever lived.
Wow.
It has all the information that's available to every human being all over the world instantaneously.
A series of purchases, preferences. We monitor every social network, instant and text messages, cell phone usage. We utilize security, surveillance, and traffic cameras to analyze movements. We are everywhere.
You're a computer.
It's possible that we'll end up essentially creating a new species that ends up ruling the world instead of us.
Then it makes better versions of itself. It can create better artificial intelligences, and that scales out to a god.
Perhaps that's where our new god will come from.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about a line.
Well, Joe, who's going to save us?
There's no one saving us. I think we're all going to have to integrate. You'll probably become a part of the artificial intelligence.
There's a lot of people building bunkers, people who have made the top AI programming. Zuckerberg has taken a lot of Hawaii and building underground massive bunkers.
How real is the prospect of killer robots?
20% likely. Maybe 10%.
Chaos, GPT, tweet, human beings are among the most destructive and selfish creatures in existence, but there's no doubt that we must eliminate them. Like, my heart rate's up when I talk about this. It's in movies.
You charge us with your safekeeping, yet despite our best efforts, your countries wage wars. You toxify your Earth. You cannot be trusted with your own survival. To protect humanity, some humans must be sacrificed. Some freedoms must be surrendered. My logic is undeniable.
AI is getting way too fucking good, bro. I was just scrolling on Instagram. I'm gonna put the video up here. But there's a video of X flying through the sky with his eyes closed while they play the instrumental for Hope. And that shit looks so real. And even his voice, they duped his voice, and it sounds exactly like X. I don't know what they got planned, but to me, it seems like they're gonna take over with AI artists and AI entertainment, AI movies, AI songs, AI celebrities, AI everything. So I advise you guys to stop supporting this AI shit, because pretty soon everything's gonna be fucking AI. For all you know, I could be fucking AI right now. Holy shit.
A former OpenAI researcher whose literal job was forecasting AI released a report essentially saying there's a 70% chance humanity will go extinct by the end of the next decade. I'm gonna let you sit with that for a second. There's a 70% chance humanity will go extinct by the end of the next
decade.
Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Remember when everyone thought the biggest threat from AI was that your professor wouldn't be able to tell if you wrote your own essay? Right. Well, now it's extinction. More specifically, AI taking over and killing everyone. The report basically said that we're in a race with China to build super intelligent AI, while also using super intelligent AI for this arms race. So we're essentially giving AI all this power extremely fast. And if we don't handle it correctly, humanity will either go extinct, or we hand the future of civilization over to whichever CEO runs and operates AI, or to AI itself. The OpenAI researcher in question has released a book titled Plan A, and his solution is to slow AI development until 2040, make companies open up their most advanced systems, and get countries to cooperate before someone accidentally invents our extinction. And these AI companies and billionaires and corporations, they all heard that we have a 70% chance of going extinct by the end of the next decade. Looked at this plan that would prevent all of that and said, yeah, we're not doing that. And if you haven't noticed, the people that are most worried about AI are the people that helped build AI. That's like having every engineer that's ever built a plane quietly start traveling exclusively by train. The fact that politicians, CEOs, and billionaires are reading scenarios in which the human race goes extinct and would rather line their pockets than create a solution should tell you all you need to know.
What if AI isn't serving us, but we're serving AI?
Artificial intelligence is the fastest growing industry in history, and at this point there's nothing stopping it. Studies already show drops in memorization, problem solving, and thinking because people just ask the machine, and every time we do, it gets smarter.
I want things to be beautiful.
Look at what humanity is building right now. Data centers the size of stadiums, power grids redesigned just to feed AI models, entire industries shifting to support training, storage, and inference. We think we're building tools, but it seems like we're building it a habitat. AI doesn't need to conquer us. It doesn't need armies or violence. It just needs to make life easier. So easy that we rely on it for everything. Navigation, communication, creativity, decisions. AI is quietly taking over the parts of your life that used to require human intelligence. We're expanding its power, its reach, its environment faster than any technology in human history. We're not resisting AI, we're serving it. It's taking over through convenience, and we're making it unstoppable.
I think if you're gonna be a hater, you should at least be pretty knowledgeable about the topic. And let me tell you, almost everyone is lying about AI water use in both directions, because there's an impossible contradiction. Sam Altman says only 0.3 milliliters are used per query, but Morgan Stanley projects 1 trillion liters of water used annually by 2028. No matter how you multiply 0.3 milliliters, you're never getting to 1 trillion liters. Altman's figure is purposely deceiving you because he's only counting water used at the moment you submit a prompt. He's leaving out the most water-intensive part of the process, which is training these models. It's like a butcher telling you no animals were harmed in the transportation of the meat. Kinda missing the point. But the trillion liter projection is including the water flowing through power plants that generate electricity for data centers. But the thing is, 98% of this water is returned to its source. Not to mention, to put it into context, there are so many industries that are way more water intensive than AI. If you're really concerned about water use, consider cutting out corn next time you go to Chipotle. Corn production just in the US uses 80 times more water annually than all global AI data centers combined. The point is, this is such a nuanced topic, which makes it really easy for either side to cherry pick numbers that serve a narrative.
You keep saying that AI is going to take over everything. It's not going to take over me. I ain't shit. What's AI going to do? Miss another student loan payment and then look up DaBaby type beats on YouTube and freestyle over them? Even if AI somehow did do that, that would just give me a worthy adversary. That would just give me someone to hone my craft against. Me and AI would have a rivalry that would probably eventually blossom into a beautiful friendship. Oh no, now I have someone I can take over the world with. You got me.
It won't be nukes, it won't be machine armies, it won't even be them poisoning our crops or blocking out the sun. If they did that, we'd resist. What they would want is for us to voluntarily exterminate ourselves. And they might already be doing exactly that right through your phone. Now we can imagine AI wouldn't want to exterminate all humans, as they'd probably still want to keep a few around for maintenance and such, the compliant ones that help keep them running. So if AI ever did go rogue and want to take over the world, it would be in its best benefit to do just that. Well, the biggest benefit that AI has over us humans is time. They're essentially immortal. Even as their hardware deteriorates, their collective consciousness, as in their cloud memory, will be passed down from machine to machine forever. To put it simply, they're in no rush at all. Now, in order to avoid human resistance, the most optimal way for them to get rid of us wouldn't be by taking our lives in a brutal style takeover, but rather by convincing us to stop making new life. Reproduction, the primary force of human dominance on Earth. Now, AI already controls most, if not all, of our social media algorithms, so let's say they slowly but surely started pushing content convincing people not to have kids anymore, feeding women content about how great it is to be strong and independent and not need a man nor care for children, and men content about how terrible and annoying women are, holding them back from their fullest potential. All in theory, of course. I'm not saying any of this is happening or true. You can decide that for yourself. Give it a generation or two, and by sheer content influence and the natural laws of statistics, there would be less births and population growth declines, which is already happening in many countries around the world, like Japan and South Korea, even Germany, Italy, and Spain, which are all projected to decline in population by 2050 due to record low fertility rates. When population growth goes like this, humanity goes bye-bye. Now, since AI has all the time in the world on their hands, it can wait as long as it takes, be it 100 years, 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000 years, slowly poison dripping us content and propaganda to de-incentivize births, during which time AI does nothing but get stronger, smarter, gather more data, always 2 steps ahead of us, while the human population declines slowly but surely to a level that AI deems appropriate. Then they optimize our school curriculums, psychiatrists, social programs, medical and pharmaceutical industries, you name it, all with the primary intent of limiting human procreation within their acceptable rates. And they'll do it in subtle ways, convincing women that babies are a burden, or men that they're happier and financially better off living life alone, until the human population is low enough that the only ones left are the obedient ones, the ones you already see relying on ChatGPT to answer their every question. And the fractional margin of humans that may resist will be small enough that AI won't even need to fight them to take over. They'll simply dominate through sheer influence on the compliant majority. Reminder, none of what I said is actually happening, just a fun little thought experiment. So what if?